let's get started. Today I want to show you everything that I have packed in my bag for this trip across Australia for this whole year that I'm planning on being here. There are some good things, there are some bad things, there are some things that you might go, why on earth have you put that in your bag? Or some things that you might go, wow, this is completely wrong or missing. So let me know in the comments below if there is anything like that, but let's get started. So the bag I have brought with me is this here. This is the Osprey Farpoint 70 litre bag. It is a really nice bag and it's one that you'll find that most backpackers use. This bag, it comes with two separate bags, which is fantastic. So you've got a 15 litre day bag and you've also got a 55 litre sort of normal bag as well. So for me, the day bag is perfect. The fact that it sort of attaches and disattaches from the normal bag is great. So when I'm sort of at the airport or like packing properly, then I can pop it on there and then send that off into the hold luggage. And I've also got another bag which I take with me everywhere I go. So this is the day bag. It's got a couple of different bits on the outside and then the inside is quite spacious. I'll show you that now. So you've got a couple of pockets on the front here. These are perfect for sort of like storing small things like water bottles or sort of like the easy access stuff that you just need on the go, but you're happy to be showing as the mesh is quite see-through. But for anything sort of a bit more important, you do have this compartment at the top here. This is what I use for my passport on boarding passes. It's nice and easy access, but also it's slightly hidden at the top there. The main compartment is quite spacious for a bag this size. So it just zips open and it's all nice and green inside, nice and funky. So you've got a large compartment at the front here, and then at the back you've got a laptop sleeve, which is great for someone like me who carries their laptop with them. But yeah, that is the day bag, nice and easy. Not anything too crazy with it. It's just a normal backpack there. Then you've got this here. So the reason why I like Osprey, there were many reasons why I like Osprey. One of the main things is that if anything happens to the bag, if it gets torn or breaks in some way, then you can send it back to them and they will get it replaced or fixed for you quite quickly. So yeah, that's a really nice feature. So with this bag, the 15 litre just zips onto the front here and then connects that way. This is again a backpack. I now know that Osprey have released a 65 litre wheeled version of this bag, which would be really, really nice. It would make things so much easier, but this is what I've got and this is what works for me. So yeah, on the inside of this bag, you've just got one large compartment. So you've got one large compartment on the inside here, which works really nicely. You've got a couple of straps in there as well. And then on the front here, you've got another compartment for storing smaller items as well. So now we'll move on to what I put inside those bags. We'll start off with the boring stuff of just my clothes. I like to use packing cubes to store my clothes. I think it works really, really well. It's fantastic for separating all of your clothes. And yeah, I didn't think I would be the sort of person to use them, but since being on this trip, it's worked really, really well. I have packed myself 13 t-shirts, which I feel like is a lot. There is some that I have not worn just yet, but yeah, that's how many are in there. So also in my packing cubes, I like to put my shorts. So in there I have one pair of lounge shorts, one pair of a smarter short, a pair of swimming shorts, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of shorts, and then a pair of jeans. I also have the jeans that I'm wearing now and the t-shirt I'm wearing now as well. I also have a separate cube for my underwear. So in the underwear cube I have 14 pairs of underwear, 14 pairs of socks. They range from both ankle socks and regular socks as well. One thing I find that people miss off their list quite a lot is a good pillowcase. This is wonderful if in hostels they give you a not so clean one, then you can just pop this over the top or sort of just over the pillow itself, and it makes you feel like you're a lot fresher as you sleep. No, that doesn't. This weird contraption looking thing is actually a washing line, so it's got quite a few different pegs on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It has 12 different pegs on here, and then 2 hooks either side to hook it onto a bed or across the room. I think it works really well if you're on the bottom bunk in your hostel. You can just attach it either side of the bed and then hang your clothes in between. You can also do it that way, but with a towel if you wanted a privacy screen. I mean, quite a few people in certain rooms that I've stayed in have used it to sort of block out the light from other people, but also just give themselves a little bit extra privacy whilst they're sleeping. So I take with me 3 pairs of shoes, and yes, there is another packing bag cube here. I take with me 3 pairs of shoes. So I've got one which is just my everyday pair, the sort of Skechers with the gel insole, which makes them really nice for sort of walking around through cities. I've had them a little while now and they work really nicely, they're really comfortable. I've also got these, which are my walking shoes. These are for more sort of trekking through rainforests and things like that. So as I go sort of up further around the coast, they'll be nice and comfortable for that. And I do sort of wear them sort of every day as well, just as a nice pair of shoes. And then lastly, which again, some people do forget about this, which in my mind is a little bit bonkers, but you do need a pair of slides or sandals or flip-flops or something like that. I personally don't like flip-flops. I don't like the way that they go in between your toes, but that's just myself. So these are great for using to go to the showers, go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You don't want to be putting on your normal shoes, so a pair of slides are the way to go. So this is the other bag that I take with me. This is my go with me everywhere bag. It's what I store all of my technology in, and mainly when I'm traveling, it will have my laptop inside as well. So therefore, everything that is has value to me is in this bag. On the top of this bag, you've got a nice drawstring released section. So it goes about halfway down the bag, and it is usually where I put my excess lenses or my tripods and things like that. Some things that I need easy access to quite quickly. And then it closes up just like that. On the side here, there is a quick access section here as well for your camera. I personally don't use it. My camera tends to be in my hands, and then anything else I need is in the top here. So I just use this section for excess storage for little bits, mainly sort of charge cables, excess batteries, those sorts of things there. It's got loads of different compartments here, which I use for different things, which I can show you what goes in there now. Okay, I'll start this off with my plugs. So this is a multi-adapter, which just takes one plug, and it's got 3 USB slots and then 2 plugs that can go into it. It's really good for charging everything I've got all in one go. It partners really well with this. This is my multi-plug adapter. So you plug in a UK plug into the top there, and then on the back you've got the EU charging port there. Once that goes into here, you also have 3 more USB slots on the top and a USB-C on there as well. But you can also use it for Australia and New Zealand, the UK or the USA. So it works really well with all of my travels. Anywhere I go, I will take that with me. Next we have something that I would quite like to use a lot more, but it is my drone. So my drone comes with the 3 batteries here and also its controller there. I would really like to use this, however there are quite a few drone laws in cities in Australia that prevent me from using it. However, when we get further around the country, you will see a lot more drone shots. Next we have my GoPro Hero 9 in black, and I've also got a microphone for that. I haven't used this to the extent that I would like to just yet, however I know that I will in the future. I've also got some accessories to go with that as well. So you've got a couple of different harnesses there, and then a suction cup clip there as well. Of course, there's another packing cube here. This is what I use for most of my chargers and things like that, and then all of my actual physical chargers go in there as well. Sometimes I'll put extra bits in there if I run out of space. So here I've got my video storage solutions here. So I used to use this My Passport, however, it's probably not the best for traveling, so I moved on to the Samsung Titan T7 Shield, which I really like at the moment as well. In here I keep my SD cards and adapters. Anything else that I need is in there. Of course, I've mentioned my laptop a couple of times now. This is my MacBook that I take with me everywhere. It does what it needs to do. I also have this here Apple AirTag. This is perfect for travellers, especially if you're on planes or anywhere that you can lose your luggage really easily, and you can keep track of it on your phone, or on your iPad, anything like that. This is the best tracking solution I have found. It works really well for me, so that's that. Here is my power bank. It is a 27,000 milliamp hour power bank. It lasts for ages. It does everything that I need it to do. You've got a couple of ports on the top here, and then the charging port on the side. It lasts for ages, and I take this with me everywhere. Here I've got my long lens, my dead cat, and my mic as well. I do tend to use the Rode mics, which I'm using now, the Wireless Go 2, when I'm out and about. However, this Rode mic does also work really nicely for point and shoots. If you are to be staying in lots of hostels, I recommend a good set of locks. I use these two for the lockers in the hostels, and then these two are for my bags on the go. They work really well, nice and strong and sturdy. Definitely don't cheap out on your locks here. Then of course you need a pair of earphones. I just sort of travel cheap with earphones, considering I tend to lose them quite a lot. But yeah, a pair of earphones for being in hostels is great, so you can listen to videos without disturbing other people, or you can also use them to drown other people out as well. It's always a good idea. A couple more bits that I think are essential for travellers. I carry a first aid kit with me. So I stock this with medication, plasters, and sort of just very basic first aid bits in there. Of course, you also need toiletries. Here I have a whole mixture of different things in here, from just shampoos, masks, toothpaste, toothbrushes, a razor, a nice fragrance in there as well. It's kept in this plastic lined bag here. It works well for me, so yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so that is everything that I've packed in my bag. Let me know down below what you think that I have overpacked, because I definitely have, what I should bring with me, or if you've got any other ideas of things that would help me through my travels across Australia, then let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. See ya.